So, another Spellsword character here. I've got slightly more health. Look that I've now got 709 health. I think I had like 670 or something before. I do slightly more damage with melee attacks. And I do more damage with my spells. So this guy has a different spell. He doesn't have the Blade Wall, he doesn't have the Chakram, he has the Flame Ring. And the Flame Ring does this. Huge, huge flames. I mean, you can summon the small ones, but why go for the small ones when you can damage? Really good area of effect damage. But it's will drain your mana really, really fast, is the weakness. So that's the trade-off with this one. Good if you get. It's really good if you get swarmed, though. In that room that killed me on the previous character, the Flame Ring would have been really useful there. So anyway, we'll see how far I can get. See how far I can get with this guy. And this room I can already see is going to be interesting. All right, come on. All right, I need to siphon some mana back, and I'm just going to step out of this room. I want to kill the Cloud guy first, but I'm actually going to. All right, now I've refilled mana. I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to kill this guy as soon as he shows up. Alright, there we go. So you can see the Flame Ring's pretty awesome, too, but it really does drain your mana quickly. It really does drain your mana fast, so you got to be careful. Like right there, I was able to siphon some mana back. Oh, and we got another one of these guys. Alright. The Blizzard guys are not too bad. You just have to keep your distance, and there we go. Got rid of them. Okay. Alright, this Corrupt Lord is not that dangerous. I'm getting bored, though. Alright, you. There we go. Alright. Yeah, see, the flames will kill the enemies, but you'll run out of mana super fast. This class is the Spellsword, one of the more unique ones in this game. A fun class. I think that the Flame Mages are a lot more dangerous than the Ice Mages. Note that the flames will go right through walls, but the ice projectiles get blocked by walls. So that's why I believe that the Flame ones are more dangerous. Alright, I'm going to Lifesteal off this guy. He can't hit me. Or not Lifesteal, Mana Steal. Whatever you call it, Siphon. Alrighty. Attack that. That painting won't come to life. Alright, this guy is not too tough. He's gonna charge me. Knock back, knock back, knock back. He's gonna charge me again. There we go. Dead. All in all, that room went extremely well. I didn't take any hits in that room, and I wouldn't say that that one was that easy. Pretty good collection of monsters. I'm gonna start by doing what I usually like to do, is try to find the tower entrance and then work down from there. Alright. Something killed itself up above. Now, one downside to the Flame Ring is sometimes the flame projectiles are so graphically intense it's hard to see what's happening on the screen. What happened there was a McRib was right here, and he jumped to toss his bones, and he jumped into the spikes and killed himself. That's why there was a random pile of gold up there. Alright. I was dodging the projectile I was about to throw at the end there. Okay. Again, another room done. So far, so good. Alrighty. Oh boy, 2 McRibs. Okay, see the thing with McRibs is you can never just sit back and take your, hit them from a distance. Well, you can if you have a ranged weapon like the dagger or maybe the axe or something, but if you don't have a ranged weapon, you just have to charge up and hit them in their faces, because otherwise they'll pick you apart with their bones. So all we gotta do is just run in and YOLO this. That's really the only thing you can do. And you saw I still took a hit, and it did almost 100 damage, but there was nothing else I could do there. I had to run in and charge them. That painting's going to come to life, so got to be real careful. And they're firing homing shots at me. There we go. And that painting will also come to life. Now I need to lifesteal a little bit, or mana steal, whatever you want to call it. Again, the mage is easy to kill when he's alone, and I have room to dodge his stuff. Alright, let's take out this guy first. There we go. Again, if there's, look at this room. Look at how much room I have to jump around. I should never, ever get hit by the painting when I have this much room. And I'm going to hit him one more time to steal back mana. There we go. You might notice I'm getting back 6 health per monster kill. You can tell that, you see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, again, I'm going to try to point out with my mouse cursor down here, those are my runes. I'm running 3 Vampirism runes, and they each give me back +2 health per monster kill, so I get 6 health back per monster kill. This is an empty room, there's nothing in here. Just break this stuff to try and get gold. Let's see. Check what's up here. Another empty room. This is a jukebox. You can change the music. You can change the music, but it'll just change back when I leave the room, so it's kind of pointless. They actually fixed that in a later patch, but I have not updated to that patch version yet, because they made the game easier in the patches. Oh, look at this. There's a zombie down there. Can I hit him with the flame ring? Yes. That's the safest way to take him out. Alright, now I can mana steal off this guy. Alright, that went pretty well. So far I've only gotten hit a single time in this many rooms. What, I've done about 6 rooms or so? That's pretty good, all things considered. This run's gone pretty well. Of course, I could get wiped out in the next room, you never know. Alright. I don't think that painting will come to life. Nope, I was wrong, it did. It fooled me. Alright, wipe him out. There might be a zombie here. Nope. See, this is the same room formation I had with the last Spellsword, but I'm not a dwarf, so I can't get through there with this guy. Nothing to be done. I can't get that chest. It's impossible. Is that painting gonna come to life? No. Empty room. Alright, that's the entrance to the tower. See, that's important because we can go get a chicken there later if we want to help restore health. Alright. Yeah, I figured we'd see a flying guy. Alright, I'm not gonna wait for that guy. Nah. There we go. That was dangerous. And I'm not gonna wait for this. Let's just get out of the way. Sometimes it's worth it to play patiently. Sometimes it's you just walk out of the room and then I want to get this cannon next. Alright, fade out his shot. Where is he? There it is. Alright, that was dangerous. I can mana steal off this guy. I'm not really that low anyway. There's a certain rhythm to the Spellsword. You have to keep constantly going back between meleeing and spellcasting. That's just a special property of the Spellsword. His spell disappears, and his sword disappears whenever he's not using it. Only class that does that. Ah! Didn't react fast enough. Saw the bullet coming, I didn't dash fast enough. I should have known there was one on this side, because there was one on the other side. And rooms tended to be are often mirrored in this game. Like left and right, they tend to be mirrored. So like, there was a zombie in the same spot on the other side of the room. I should have guessed that there would be another box shooting at me, another gun turret or whatever. So I could have done better there. You just cannot afford to take many hits on this difficulty because the enemies deal so much damage. Alright, nice. We found the boss room. So that's another chicken. I now have 2 chickens, one here and one here. I can grab anytime I want. I could probably kill Kidder, the boss, in there, but he also might kill me, and then that would be the end of this run, and this run's off to a good start. So I'd rather not lose it. Mage incoming. There's a plonky down in the corner. Let's kill the mage first. Alright. Uh-oh, and that painting did not realize he was going to come to life, but fortunately, Flame Ring was able to take him out. I'm going to life mana steal off this guy. There's a safety spot you can stand right underneath them after they fire their first shot, the plonkies. So, easy way to take that guy out. And room's cleared. You get a lot of gold on, the higher the difficulty, the more gold you get. Like 32,000 gold, that would be the entire dungeon cleared on normal difficulty. But here it's like, what, 8 rooms or something like that? Is that painting going to come to life? No, thank God. These spike balls would make fighting in this room very tough. Next room. And we found the entrance to the forest. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to clear out the castle first, though. So now I found 3 chickens I can go back and grab if my health gets low. Very nice. Alrighty. This room is an empty room formation. That room layout never has any enemies in it. Alright, we gotta try to take this guy out first. There's a plonky shooting down here. Oh, that should not have hit me. Much less hit me twice. That was really bad. There was no need to get hit twice there. Not that hard. But I got a chicken. I lucked out, basically. A chicken appears and everything is made better. Alright. Sometimes you just get lucky. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to back away from this guy. No need to be next to him when he's shooting that stuff. Yeah, just keep your distance. And one more melee swing and he's dead. There we go. Alright, see, that's not that hard. Slayer Cape, not bad, but not as good as... I don't like the Slayer Cape as much as what I'm using. Again, Slayer Cape's better for an assassin type because it gives you extra critical strike chance and extra critical strike damage. Alright. Ah. That was a case where the graphical display made it hard to see their shots. As I said, the flame ring, those flame graphics are so huge it can be hard to see a lot of the time. Tough to see what's going on. Alright, just a little, almost got the whole castle cleared. It's probably about 5 or 6 more rooms down here. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Got it. Not as easy as it looks, but precise jumping will get you through there, so that's a permanent health bonus. Very nice. A lifetime of playing 2D platformers will help you in situations like that. You know, I grew up playing NES and SNES games, because I'm older than a lot of the rest of you guys. Alrighty. This shouldn't be too bad. Nice use of the flame ring there. He's going to charge and shoot a projectile. Now we'll Mana Steel off this guy. Again, remember, the zombies don't get knocked back, so you gotta be careful with them. But, get in the right spot, and they're easy to kill. And there should be another one here. Nope. Thought there'd be one more. Oh boy, this room's gonna be... Okay, this room... Fairy chest challenge. Do I want to... I probably want to go to the right? Yes. Rooms like that. You get some interesting rooms sometimes with this difficulty. I actually want to get out of here. Oh no, this room's going to be just as bad. Alright. Ah, couldn't make it through. I am going to do this room. I gotta kill the McRib first. That's the most dangerous enemy. Let's go back and grab those saved up chickens that we had before. Rooms like that are, well, they're pretty brutal. There's not much I can do other than just turn on the flame ring and try to dodge as best I can. But this is why we get those saved up chickens, so that we can now eat these and get some health back. I think I'm going to eat 2 of the 3. There we go. And there'll be another chicken down below because I'm very close to the basement entrance here. Now I'll be able to finish clearing that room and kill the rest of those guys. Get my revenge. Just gotta... Alright, most of the worst enemies are out of the way anyway. What is it? Just got an eyeball, a mage, and I think that's it. Oh, I turned on the tiny flame. Let's pull this mage over to the right so we're fighting them one at a time instead of both of them at once. That's the smart play. Alright. Bye, you're dead. One more guy to go. Bye. Alright. I put out a video today explaining why the YouTube had been active for a while. Basically, I just wanted a break from recording videos. Oh, dang it. Okay, let's just get out of there. I actually need to kill this guy first, because his projectiles were coming up diagonally through the floor. Alright, that'll give me a little bit more room to deal with. This room's pretty challenging too. With these freaking eyeballs. Alright. Now that I managed to get up close, they're dead meat, but that was not the easiest entrance to a room. Unfortunately, these paintings didn't come to life too. You see these paintings here? I mean, they could have come to life too. Now there should be one more eyeball. I remember another guy shooting at me. And I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if there's more zombies too. Alright, come on. You shoot at me, I dodge out of the way, then I... That was bad. That should not have happened. I was gonna say, you shoot at me, I dodge out of the way, then I walk up and kill you. Alrighty. One of these should lead to the basement. That one did. Alrighty, so take the chicken there. And there should be maybe a room or two more. Oh no, that way leads into the basement too. I'm not anxious to go through the basement yet. Alright, let's head to the forest. So there we go. Got a full clear on the castle. That's excellent. That's what I was hoping to achieve. Full clear on the castle is not easy to do on this difficulty, but let's see what progress we can make in the forest. I still have one more chicken saved up, so I can retreat for a little bit of extra health. Oh, this could be good. Yes, there's one chicken. These rooms tend to have recovery items in them. Very nice. So, back into the healthier range. Looks like I would get hit by that, but just barely not. There's just one of these guys, the tower guards. These guys have like crazy knockback. Alright, let's run the flame circle for a little bit. But then I need to steal a little bit of magic points back. Just for safety's sake. Can you imagine how long it takes to melee those guys? They don't take as much damage if you hit them from the behind. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull the skull head away from the tower guard so I can fight them one at a time. These guys are called, what, rats? I thought they were called rages. Rats. Okay. Get down here. Oh, come on. They shoot projectiles in 8 directions. Oh my god. Get down here, you jerk. I would not behave. Alright, let him tank some damage for a little while. I'm gonna get some magic points back. I don't want to be going into... Oh my god. I cannot believe that that happened. I just walked into him by mistake. He did 187 damage when I touched him. Those guys are dangerous. Got too close. Just walked into him and touched him very slightly. A lot of damage. Can't afford to take many hits. Alrighty. I'll do a lot of damage on this difficulty level. Anyway, these spiked balls will deal a lot of damage if they hit me too. Alright, I'm just going to skip this. I do not want to go for that fairy chest. It's a very dangerous room setup. This room's empty, no monsters in here. Oh, okay, so there's a fairy chest defeat all monsters challenge in here. So we got a little room to deal with. I wonder what else is going to pop up in here. There'll be more monsters for sure. Alright, watch. Let's get behind this guy. Yeah, you don't have quite so much defense. I actually just picked up a chicken there, too. Alright. What else is in here? That's it? Nothing else? Well, that was surprisingly easy. I will take my free stat bonus. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome. Always nice to see people. Look at this. Empty room, nothing here. Alright. And this room, I don't really want to deal with that. I have to... So the challenge in this room is you have to make it all the way to the top, to the fairy chest, without taking any hits and without fighting the enemies at all. I would try that if I were playing like a barbarian and I was super tanky and I just like had more health than I knew what to do with. Or if I was playing an assassin and I could use the mist form to just run right through them. But Spellsword, who's a little low on health to begin with, nah, not so much. Alright, more eyeballs. I think I can do this though. Now see this guy, oh wait, sweet. Oh, there's another eyeball over there. I'm almost out of mana here, too. Yeah, so I actually needed to... Now, this guy does not have the PAD trait, so he has to worry about floor spikes. And that's the main reason why I got hit there, is I was dodging the force spikes. I screwed that up. Not my best there. Anyway, but we did find the boss door, which is nice. So that's another chicken right here. Anytime I choose to break that open, I'm going to leave it closed. Leave it for now, because I don't need it just yet. Oh, whoa! Hello. Let's step out of this room for now. And I'm out of mana, so that could be dangerous. But I can probably steal back the full off this guy. These archers are not that dangerous. They have a lot of health, but they're not that dangerous. Alrighty. Okay, back up to a healthy total. Another plant down here. Just one. Hello? Glad to see you. Glad to see people, or following. I don't know if Rogue Legacy is necessarily everybody's game of choice, but thanks for watching the stream regardless. Holy chestplate. That is actually a really, really terrible piece of armor. I know the name sounds like it would be good, but it's actually not. It's a pretty bad piece of armor. Alrighty, let's... Ah, he still hit me. I was hoping I could dodge that, but no. Alright. Earth Mage. I don't think they're too bad, though. Hello, it is good to be back. I haven't really gone anywhere, I just haven't done as much online recently. But, appreciate the message. Oh, we got a wolf. Wolves charge you. Flame Ring's very good against them, though. Alrighty. Wait for these flames to go by. Alrighty. Now I gotta mana steal a little bit. I know this is tedious, but I don't want to go over there until I have more mana. 2 more hits and I'll be almost full. There we go. Alright. Run the Flame Ring a little bit. Mana steal again. I got this question a couple minutes ago. The new Civilization game that's been announced, I'll be interested to see what they came up with. I think it's probably going to be like Civ 5, which means it will probably be okay but not great, is sort of my initial take on it. I'm curious to see what they came up with. I think they have neat ideas. I'm just not convinced it's going to be a very well-balanced game, because that was kind of what my critique of Civ 5 came down to. Interesting ideas, but they don't really work that well, and they're not really balanced. I think that's the idea. Alright, what's in here? Nightmare. Terrible pun, by the way, on that. The Nightmare. Alrighty. Yeah, these tower guards are hard to kill. Man, if I hadn't gotten hit, if I hadn't stupidly walked into that one and taken 100, what is it, 180 damage, I'd be almost full now. Good question. I showed this earlier on stream. I'm using like a Logitech $20 controller. Normally I use an SNES controller with a USB attachment, but it will not work for Rogue Legacy. I don't know why. One game that it will not work with, my SNES controller. So that's why I use this one. And unfortunately we got a mana steal a little bit here. Off the tower guard, and it's way too dangerous. I can't try to run behind him. Way too dangerous. Like, there's no way to get behind this guy, so I just have to hit him from the front. And they can throw you so far backwards. There we go. Slow and steady wins the race. Alright, toss your flames up here. Then I'm going to jump down beneath you and murder you. And boom, back up to full mana again. And look at this, I've almost got full health. So this is actually going really, really well. I've got about 60% of the forest cleared, and I still have chickens saved up that I haven't had to use yet, so I'm doing quite well with this character. Flame Ring is performing very well here. Alright, what do we have in this room? Alright, actually right here I'm safe. Interesting, look at that. Right there I'm safe. But I'm probably still going to take a hit, so let's just turn on the Flame Ring for a second. I can always lifesteal off or mana steal off the next guy. I wanted that guy dead because I knew the Earth Mage was about to summon something. His little pillar from the ground. Chain guy. Chaintus. Alright. Alright. Come on. Gotta wait for an opening. There's one. There we go. His bouncing spike balls survive after he die, of course. But they don't deal that much damage. Oh. Nah. He managed to hit me. Should have been more patient. Note that the guy did 109 damage when he hit me, so you see how I can't take very many hits from these enemies. Can't take a lot of hits, only have 700 health. Which is actually a pretty good health total, in all honesty. This class is going to max out at about 750. I've already bought most of the health upgrades. So, yeah, you don't get a lot of health to play around. Well, actually, you do have a lot of health. It's just the enemies deal crazy amounts of damage. Alrighty. Oh yeah, this room. I still haven't cleared out this room directly above me, the one with the gold chest. I want to enter that from the right side, though. I think it's a little safer on the right side. This room still has monsters in it. This is going to be tough. Alright. Alright, well at least I got one of them, but I did use up all my mana in the process. No, I can't get out of here. Oh, I should not have gotten hit by that. Tricky room, though. I'm not going to pretend that this isn't a difficult room. That nightmare's almost dead. Alrighty. Now, I can kill that Plonky, the thing that's shooting at me. I just have to life steal, or mana steal a little bit first. Oh, great, we got an Earth Mage down here, too. Things any better over here? No, not really. There we go. Alright, now there's one less guy shooting at me. I can mana steal off this guy. There we go. Alright, all things considered, I'm fairly happy with how things have gone in this room. Well, I would have been happier without taking that last hit, but this was not an easy room at all. There we go. Unfortunately, I can't get any of that gold. Like, none of that gold. It's impossible to reach. Only a dwarf character can get that. And this room's totally empty. There's no reason to jump up there. Nothing in there. Alright, so now we gotta go back to the west. Did I go down here? No. Oh, lots of wolves. Fortunately, the flame ring wrecks them pretty hard. These guys have low health, but they will charge you, and they run very fast. They'll also jump towards you, too. Watch. This one will probably jump. No. Plonky over there. There he is. I was trying to get him to jump. I want to draw him over here away from the shooter. There we go. And yeah, they can jump a long way. There we go. They're among some of the more dangerous enemies, even though they don't have much health. This guy I can mana steal off of all day. Not dangerous. Not by himself, he's not dangerous. I'd have to suck pretty bad to get hit there. Not that I haven't, but in theory I should not take a hit off of that. Alrighty. Just a couple more rooms in the forest, and then we're off to the tower. This room was going to be fun. I can tell already. Alright. Worst part is probably over now for this room. Alright, come on. Alright, that was to restore mana to full, and finish you off. Okay. Alrighty. Off to the right. Easy if you have the air dash. Okay, there's another room here. This is an irritating room. I've seen this room play out many times. You have to dodge the fire from the sky and do the down attack. At least there's no monsters in there. Alright, anyway, easy enough. I haven't done much with console gaming in a while, I have to say, and that's a shame because I like console gaming, but the thing is, I don't like a lot of the modern games. they tend too much towards first-person shooters, which I'm not a big fan of. Most games are either first-person shooters or like third-person action games, and a lot of them are very heavily scripted too. You know, a game like Uncharted, I know a lot of people love Uncharted, but a game like that is just so heavily scripted. You know, you're basically like walking in a straight line, just doing one scripted event after another. The game developers like to do that because they like to show off what they can do, but I don't really like those games. I like the more free-form games. And too many of the role-playing games are really sharply constricted. Some are better about that than others, but I've just never gotten into something like Elder Scrolls or whatever, where you have like lots of free-form options. Besides, if I was going to play a game like that, I'd play it on PC anyway, not on console. So basically, I just don't like a lot of the modern console games that much. Just don't enjoy them that much. And now I've actually got to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Alright. Fortunately, the flame ring's really good against the blob monsters. Alright. One of the reasons why I like the blob monsters is you can lifesteal off of every single one of the little blobs. So I actually got a lot of health back from killing them. I don't know if people noticed that, but I actually gained about 100 health in that room. Alrighty, so that's it. The forest is entirely cleared out, and I didn't even have to use... Oh, wait, no, it's not. There's another room underneath the boss door. Hold on. I have to go and see what's down there. It looks like there's one room left. I didn't have to use the boss... didn't have to use the chicken in the boss store. By the way, thanks for the compliment. Post-PhD life is about the same. I'm still teaching part-time, and I'm still looking for full-time work, which hopefully will come along sooner rather than later. Anyway, that chicken was very helpful. I have actually already played a Lich, and there's a full write-up on it on my website. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and type in a link. Gareth.net There's a full write-up on the Lich class right there at my website, if you're interested in it. The Lich class actually kind of sucks. That's one of the things you'll find out. It's actually a terrible class, but I did do a full write-up on it if you are at all interested. Alrighty. I don't want to activate these treasure chests are going to come to life. They're actually monsters, but I don't want to fight them until I fight this thing. Of course, I could accidentally trigger two of them at once. There we go. Right there. See, there's a little safe spot. Little safe spot next to that, guys. Alright, so this treasure chest is not a real treasure chest. This one's going to come to life. How can you tell? Look at my mini-map. Note how there's no treasure chest indicator on the minimap. That's how you know this is a fake chest. So anyway, let's kill this thing. Those mimic chests are really fast on this difficulty. They're pretty dangerous. Well, Lich is awesome in normal difficulty. It just sucks really, really badly as you get into higher difficulties. It's an interesting class. It's just not very good. You'll see. If you read the report, you'll see. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with modern games. You got to keep in mind, you know, I was born in the early 80s, and my taste in games are probably going to tend towards some of those games. But there are newer games that I enjoy too. You know, I think that there are still lots of good new games that come out. Well, maybe not a lot, but there are some good new games that come out. Some. Let me do a quick little digression here because we're kind of on this subject. So basically, when video games first came out, video games were very simple. They'd usually be designed by, you know, 2 or 3 people. If you look back at the credits for a game like, I don't know, The Legend of Zelda, there's like 8 people in the credits on the original Legend of Zelda. The games were done by small groups of people. And because they were done by small groups of people, they just were like all sorts of wild and crazy and zany ideas. I mean, you had all sorts of weird stuff in old original PC games or console games. You'd see all sorts of wild, crazy stuff. But as time went on, the games got more and more expensive. A top-flight game nowadays can cost easily $100 million to make. And when you have that kind of money committed to a game, you have to have sales. You know, you have to have return on that investment. So what that means is the games have to be very standardized. It's the same way that movies are produced. You know, every action movie is very similar to every other action movie because they have to hit those demographics. They have to have that audience. So it's very difficult for games to go out and do like weird or zany or silly things because if you're investing 20 million, 50 million, 100 million dollars into a game, you have to hit those demographics. You can't do unusual or unorthodox things. So that's why games seem so standardized now. It's because they are standardized. That's one of the reasons why they're less interesting to me personally, because every first-person shooter is just like every other first-person shooter. They're all, they have that feeling of sameness because the publishers that are backing the developers have to get money back on their investment. So there is a bit of a tendency to prioritize flash over substance. Now, that said, a lot of the old games in the 80s, like the 80s and early 90s, were really bad too. You can watch stuff like Angry Video Game Nerd, and you can see a lot of the games that came out back then were really terrible games too. Dark Souls is an interesting game. I don't really like the aesthetic of that game. It's sort of very dark and very sort of almost gothic horror style. It's not my kind of thing, but I like the idea of that game. The gameplay I probably would like, to be honest. And that's a great pickup. Look at that. Full health. 713. Full health. Got some nice chicken drops. Anyway, that was a little diversion there. But that's a little bit about the economics of gaming, which is one of the topics I've read a lot about and thought a lot about over the years of how, as budgets increased, it very much affected what games were like, how they were made, that sort of thing. Alright, now this guy himself is not hard, but we're fighting him in a little sardine can here, and that makes the battle challenging. So when you get a game like Dark Souls, which is kind of so unique and very different from what other offerings are out there, it definitely attracts people, and I think that that's a major reason why that game was so successful, because it was different. It wasn't like all the other console offerings that were out there, and that's really awesome. What isn't so awesome was getting hit by that spiked ball, which just did 150 damage to me. Anyway, this trap is pretty easily to avoid. You just walk between the flames. Harder when there's a guy shooting at you, though. Seriously, there we go. Oh, whoops. Stay away from me! Stay away from me! That chest. Anyway, so I had to clear out the enemies. Now I want to go to the right. And this room's a dead end, unless there's something in here. No. Now we got to climb right back up through here again, but it'll only take a second. Look at that bouncing spiked ball. Please don't bounce down here while I'm dodging the flames. Oh my god. It's a good thing I moved through there quickly. Anyway. Alrighty. Come on, die. There we go. See how the spikes that come up through the floor make this so much harder to do? That's why the PAD trait, which my last Spellsword had, is one of the best traits in the game. I think it's the single best in the game. Okay. Adobe Acrobat, we do not need to install an update right now. Plenty of time for that later. Oh, whoa, I did not think that painting was going to come to life. Alright. That surprised me, because all the other ones had not... and I didn't move fast enough there. Alright, that guy almost hit me. Those floor spikes are so annoying. As far as where I've been, I've simply not been uploading a lot to YouTube in recent months. But I'm going to try to do a little more with that now. Okay, phew! Killed the plant before he shot. Alright, get rid of that. Let's see if we can get this ninja to come up here. Never mind, he's being coy. Now he's here. The ninjas have like this really bizarre movement pattern. That's what makes them dangerous. Alright. Oh, that was really dumb. If I was going to take a hit there, I should have made sure that I took a hit from the Plonky, because his shots deal much less damage. Not all monster attacks deal the same damage. Like, the bouncing spiked ball, which did hit me, that bouncing spiked ball will deal about 150 damage. The Plonky shots only deal 50. So if you're going to take a hit from something that doesn't deal as much damage. And I was pretty sure I was going to take a hit there, so that was bad. And I need to restore health, so let's go grab my saved up chickens, because I'm getting a little bit low here. I'm at the point where 2 hits will kill me. 1 hit might even kill me if it's against like a Gradiator, although they don't spawn in that area. There's 1, and I also have 1 saved up here. And those are the 2 chickens I have saved up. So there we go. Get some health back. Teleporter chickens for the win. Alrighty, so now I'm back in the safe zone, but I have no more chickens saved up. So from here on out, it's just what I can find. I should find another chicken at the boss door up here in the tower soon, though. Alright. I'll steal some... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say I can steal some mana back from that guy, but I was already full. Alrighty. Accidentally turned on the little flame ring by mistake. Ah, dang it. I shouldn't have gotten hit by him. One-on-one, you shouldn't get hit. Oh boy. This is gonna be tricky. Flame ring, save me. Ugh. Bounced me right up into that guy. And I'm pretty sure that thing's gonna come to life. I'm just gonna skip that painting. I do not want to fight a painting in this little enclosed area. Banished seemed like a neat game. I did not download it. I didn't play it, but I know a lot of people who did like it. I heard only good things about Banished, I have to say. So, I need more air dashes to get through this, so I can't actually get this chest either. So I would encourage anyone who likes that type of game to go ahead and give it a try. So, oh, nice. As far as League, I'm still interested in League. I'm still following the competitive scene, but I actually don't have a great desire to play the game myself right now, if that makes sense. Maybe at some point the impulse will strike me again, but I don't have a great desire to play the game right now. I played League for a long time, and right now the desire to try to climb the ladder or whatever is just not really there. Alright, so this is most of the tower. Boss door's got to be up here soon. Let's wait for that bouncing spike ball to go by, and then go after this guy. Alrighty, come on, one more hit should kill this guy. Ugh, just barely. And now the spike ball's back. I am not actually familiar with what Dawngate even is. Is that a new League type game, or like, what is Dawngate? I'm not familiar with that one. Someone will have to post in the comments what Dawngate is. If it's another League type game, I'm definitely not trying it. One of those type of games is plenty. I am decent at many games. I wouldn't say a master. The only game that I've ever felt like I truly mastered is Tetris. I did feel like I did come close to mastering Tetris because I was within shouting distance of some of the world records in Tetris. MOBA, okay, League-like. Yeah, you won't see me trying any other League-like games. Trust me, I have no desire to play another one of those games. Should I go for this? I'll probably not get this. I'd say the odds are about 1 in 3, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Because you only live once, right? Got it. There we go. The challenge there, of course, is to fall and not get hit. Got it. Nice. So maybe I was underselling myself there. I fail that. Well, probably maybe not a third. Probably more accurate to say get that about half the time. And here we go, the boss door. Excellent. So that means another chicken, and we've secured our progress up to this far. Slayer Sword. Slayer Sword is not as good as the sword that I have right now. I actually have the best sword in the game, in my opinion. The best sword in the game is either the Royal Sword, which is what I have now, or the Dark Sword. Actually, that's a really good comment there. It probably would be fair to say I've mastered Final Fantasy V, because I really have. I played the game to the point where I knew all the game's coding in Final Fantasy V, what all the enemies were programmed to do. So that's actually a good point there. And another chicken, excellent. That means we got a good chance of making some progress down in the basement too. And there we go. So what else is up here? A little bit more. Tower's probably about 80% finished at this point. This chest is going to come to life, but we got to clear it to get it out of the way. Oh, care of the cannon. This one's pretty easy to kill, though. There's another cannon off to the left, so let's bait out a shot from that cannon. Get right up close to it. Oh, I was going to say get right up close to it, but there's a plant over here, too. That plant was the problem there. Although, I think there's a safe spot. Yeah, there's a safe spot right here. Whew, almost hit me. I've actually never played any MMOs. I know that that might seem strange, but that was something I wanted to avoid. When I play games, I have a tendency to get very into them, and I always figured if I started to play World of Warcraft that I would just, like, enter the World of Warcraft and I would never come out again, and I did not want that to happen. I had too much going on in my life. I knew that, like, if I played World of Warcraft, it would just absolutely take over my life, and no one would ever see me again, so I stayed away from that. And I think that that was probably a good decision. I should have known that was going to happen. Got to get that plant out of the way. Oh, wow, did I mistime that one? Chose the wrong time. Alright, let's get this guy to charge me. Because if he charges over here... There he goes. Alright, got him to charge. Okay, now we can take him out away from the other enemies. Even steal a few magic points while we're at it. Alright, I am very close to death, but I'd love to get through the rest of the tower. I don't know if that's going to happen, but... Oh, there's another, Corrupt Lord, or whatever they're called over here. I'd love to... Yes. Charge towards me, yes. Charge towards me again. Get away from that plant. Come on. Charge towards me. There we go. Alright, good. Now you're isolated, and now you're easy to kill. See? You gotta think your way through some of these battles. Alright, I'm gonna run in and get in 2 hits for Mana Steel. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, there's still... Wow, there's a packed room here. Unfortunately, now I've knocked this guy on top of the plant, which is not exactly what I wanted, but fortunately their attack animations do not line up perfectly. There we go. Alrighty. If they attacked at exactly the same time, that would have been difficult, but they don't, so there we go. Alrighty. And there we go. Through that room. That was a tough room. With the floor spikes, that made it really tough. Alrighty. Let's see if I can clear the tower before dying. This room's going to be awful tough, but let's give it a go. There's a good chance I'll die here. Alrighty. Here, Wolfie Wolfie. I wanted to get the last hit with melee to get some mana back. That painting's going to come to life. Might as well get the treasure first. Oh, nice. Okay, that gives me a lot more safety. Okay. The archer is not as dangerous as that painting. Alright, I'm just going to bum rush him with the flame ring. And oh wow, he shot that right over me. I did know that that painting was going to come to life. Ugh! Not a lot of room here. There's a wolf down at the bottom, by the way. Keep that in mind, too. I know I heard him. And we got it. And we got 2 chickens in that room, too. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Alright, a little bit more. A couple more rooms here. Oh boy, another one of these rooms. This is going to be rough. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to steal some mana, get back up to full. Now we go in. Flame ring blazing. Boom. That's how we do it. And these guys actually can't hit me. Who else in here can hit me? No one. Alright, we can life mana steal off the remaining guys who are still alive. Alright, you guys die. And you give me mana back. Alrighty. Boom. This run's gone very well. This is only my second character on this difficulty, New Game Plus Plus. Normally, I do not make it this far with my second character. I thought I would die a lot more tonight. Alrighty. Oh, look at this guy. He's too fat to make it through. He's stuck. How about a little fire, buddy? And we'll get some mana back. As now that he's low on health. Get back up to full. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Last sword swing takes me up to full on mana. I have gotten a fair amount of chicken drops, though. Sometimes you just don't get any random chicken drops at all. I've played games where I've cleared, 50 rooms and gotten one chicken. It happens sometimes. I've gotten a fair number, so... And that's it. That's the whole tower. See? Got the whole tower. Now, the only place that we still have to go is the basement, so... Might as well head on down. I'll probably die in the basement, but until I die... Actually, you know what? Let's kill the first boss, just because this run's gone so well. Let's kill the first boss for fun. Where is he? There he is. We'll kill Kidder, because he's quite easy to kill, and go from here. Now, if I do this correctly, I won't get hit at all, but I'll probably mess up and take some hits, so we'll see. The Flame Ring is also quite good against him. So you just turn the Flame Ring on while you're meleeing him, and dodges goo. And he's dead. See? Said he was easy. There you go. Easy boss. Now, the Flame Ring helps a lot against Kidder. Like, no kidding, it really does help a lot. So, boom. He's dead. And armor... Well, the nice thing about the Spellsword is there's literally no stat that's not good on him. I mean, armor is always good. It reduces the damage you take. Strength is good, because you need to melee. Mana's good because you need to cast spells. Like, a lot of classes, you'll get stats that just aren't very useful on them. But the Spellsword really, every stat is good on the Spellsword, which is kind of nice. Yeah, Kidder's pretty easy to kill. Just, he doesn't move. It's kind of funny. He's a boss who literally does not move. Let's get away from those plunkies. I will probably get hit here. Alright, well that's better than getting hit on the spikes. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. This room's pretty obnoxious. Alright, wait for him to shoot. There we go, got him. And now I can restore mana on the last guy. Because one-on-one, these guys are easy. Oh no, wait, there's another guy. Never mind. Then you die, and I'll restore mana on you. Wow, even more of these guys. Oh, okay, it wasn't 2 of them, it was 4 of them. No wonder this room was tough. Having the spikes down there at the bottom didn't make it any easier. Yeah, alright, well that wasn't too bad. Let's see, question. Marvel fan? I've never really been a comic book person, to be honest. I've enjoyed some of the superhero movies that they've done, but never been that big of a fan of like Marvel or DC or any of that stuff. Just not really my thing. Not against them, just not a huge fan, I guess I'd say. Good question, though. Let's just jump right into it. So, with Rogue Legacy, the initial starting difficulty is kind of neat, but it's just too easy. You really have to play on New Game Plus Plus or higher to get the true difficulty. On this difficulty, all of the monsters are in their Tier 3 most upgraded form, and the game is just so much more challenging. It's a lot of fun to play. Like, the game is just not hard enough on the lower difficulties. Once you've practiced it a lot, obviously. And people have told me I'm very good at 2D platformers. I'm not sure if I agree, but... oh boy, there's a McRib here. McRibs. Screw you, McRib. Die! McRibs are the most dangerous enemies in the game. Come on. Gotta get... Alright, there we go. Now there's an opening. Alright, there we go. You know, the weird thing about the ball and chain guys is if they hit you with the ball and chain while they're swinging it, it deals massive damage, but it doesn't deal that much damage afterwards. I have not seen the most recent Captain America movie. What is it, The Winter Soldier? I have not seen that movie, so I'm afraid I can't give an opinion on it. I actually don't go to the movies all that. Oh boy, that was a mistake. Now I'm on one hit. Let's grab the treasure chest first. At least get the gold before I die. Where are they? Alright. I actually want to Mana Steel first before I try to fight these guys. Oh boy, I almost jumped into that guy and died. Alright, now we're ready to fight. Come on, get down here. Oh! Lost it. Saw it coming, but couldn't get out of the way. Oh well, that was still a really, really nice run. Look at all the enemies I killed. You can see them all pop up. Kidder's gonna pop up in a second. You'll see the giant eyeball. There he is. See? There's Kidder down there. He's down here, popping out there. That was a shame, but I was getting low on health, and I don't know if you saw, but those ice shards each dealt 179 damage. So a lot of damage there. But in any case, that was a really, really nice character run, and I can't be too disappointed with that. Let's see how much gold that I got. I'll check it right here. Barbarian. Nope. Reroll, Miner, Paladin. Okay. I didn't get a Spellsword, so that means I'm going to have to commit suicide with this guy, and I'm not going to bother with that on stream. So there we go, 175,925. That's really good. That'll allow me to max out health, and I'll be able to get a lot more. I'll probably take some points, unlock my way over to armor as well, which is further past here. The armor upgrades are over in this direction. But I'll be able to max health, and then I can get some more damage and probably get some armor upgrades. Right now, you can see the armor is 147, so it reduces damage I take by 42%. When you max out armor, you get up to about 300, 320, and that reduces damage by about 65%. So I'd be taking like 50% less damage than I'm taking currently when I max out armor. So instead of taking 180 damage from that hit, I'd be taking like 120 instead, and that makes a huge difference in terms of survivability. By the way, check out this miner. I have a miner here. Miners really, really suck, so I'll have to kill this character off. But I'll do that on my own time. So I'm gonna quit Rogue Legacy, and I think I'm done with streaming for tonight. I'm not interested. Not gonna be doing super long streaming sessions. Basically, if I'm gonna play something, I'll try to stream it because it sounds like people want to watch. So if I'm streaming, I don't know, if I'm working on something for a Civ, or I'm working on something for Rogue Legacy or Diablo or whatever, I'll try to stream it, and I'll put up a message on Twitter or whatever. So yeah, those two runs were awesome, and I'm really happy with how they went. Particularly the second one, which got way further than I ever thought it would. But anyway, good to be back. I haven't really gone anywhere, but good to be back streaming again. And thanks for people who showed up. How many people do we have in the chat room, just out of curiosity? Where is it? Where's the chat viewer list? Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. There's like 20, 25 people here. That's crazy. Can't believe how many people are here. That's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, well, thanks for showing up. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and see you again soon.